Okay, so to play test this, we're going to kind of look at it. I'm going to combine these pieces together because I can actually tweak it a little bit easier. So I'll combine those, and I'll combine these. And then I like making duplicates because I don't like screwing up the originals, just in case I go a little nuts here. So I'm just going to go over here and play with these. Alright, so let's say I have to set up a little scene with a barbed wire fence. Okay, let's turn off face normals. They're pretty annoying to look at. So I just want to be able to, as the game dude, just go in here and put two pieces of this together. Alright, well, look what happens. Technically, I won't be able to do that because of this mesh being on the other side. So that's something I gotta fix here. Good. What else? Well, it looks like when I meet the two together, they're not meeting up together. So I gotta make sure that my corner pieces and my outside edges come into contact. Again, I can take this texture and kind of stretch it to meet the needs of those two. Again, because of transparency sorting, you're not going to get a real true representation of how these two are going together, but I can see that just barely, and therefore it will fly in game. And I can see in 7 F on the keyboard to go in that area, and in 7 I'm just making sure that this plane right here and this plane are meeting up. Okay, so in this case this plane and this plane are meeting up quite nicely. I'm going to have a little bit of a gap between the two. Okay, so those are things that need to change. Alright, what happens if I get two straight shots? So I'll take another object, shift duplicate it, and put that into place. Okay, well, now that this meets down here, I want to be able to meet two straight line pieces. So this one needs to be moved a little bit. That makes this new piece reusable. So let's try it. Shift D, I'll move it down, I'll attach it. By the way, you can use Alt and then the arrow tool to kind of squish these around. And yes, they do meet quite nicely. Okay, good. Alright, delete that one. Okay, what about if I put one over here on this side? Do those line up? Again, at the top, view it, F on the keyboard to get in the area. Just kind of manually toggle that over so the two meet here. You can see the transparency 1 is on top of the transparency 2 just a little bit, so that's good. Let's go on this side. Looks like it's not going to meet too well here. Alright, so it's this side that needs to be fixed. The actual corner post, not the other one. How do I get a hold of that one edge? Well, I find it. It just needs a little stretching. That's it. Not much. Okay, so that should fix that up. Okay, so these three pieces are now good to go as far as tileability. They will tile all the way around. Hope so. Okay, so I'm going to delete my old ones. These are my new ones. Slide those into place, and I'm going to name these. So this is going to be corner piece or corner fence, and this one is going to be straight fence. Just modify delete by type history, edit delete by type history, and do that to this one, edit delete by type history, Windows hypergraph hierarchy, and I like to clean up the hierarchy just a little bit here. So if you can see, I got a whole bunch of weirdness going on, right? So these two pieces are my #1 priority, so the two pieces at the end. All this other garbage is just garbage. Delete. So there's my 2. Now I got all kinds of weird layers. It looks like none of these are on any of these layers, so that's good. Good. I will delete all these layers. There we have my scene all cleaned and ready to go, and I'll save this as final. Okay, another thing I like to do and show students that they should do is the fact that this scene is now really messy. For my purposes, I want to keep these steps. And you won't have these steps. But I'm going to delete everything else I'm not using here. So TIFFs, TGAs, anything like that. I'm not using these. I'm just using that one and that one. So let's delete those out. Alright. And I'll keep these for prosperity use only. You should only have 3 things in this folder. Let's go on to the next video.